Hey Daybreak, Rick and Sean coming to you to update you on our Regathering Plan that begins on August the 9th. And there are some big changes that are coming with this plan.
Oh yeah, as a family on mission, I think this next step's going to really allow us to love each other and practice the New Testament one another's a lot. So as we kind of considered all this, there were three big factors that were important to us to consider. One is everybody's spiritual well-being, our investment there, your physical well-being, and the good stewardship of our people, our facility, and our finances. So let me talk first about our spiritual well-being. What we've noticed and what we've been paying attention to is trying to grow in seasons where we can't gather together and where there are environments that are missing has been pretty detrimental for some people, and they have been really hungry for something more. And while live stream was really great when we kicked it off, we have noticed that there has been a steady, significant decline over the last 2 or 3 months, and we're just not able to engage all the people we want to and make the impact that we believe is important for your spiritual well-being. The second issue we need to solve is our physical well-being, and that's just trying to regather during a pandemic to create reasonably safe environments that are accessible for a lot of people and honor our core values as a church. And the third one is good stewardship. We're really thankful so many have been really committed to ministry in this season, as well as your faithful giving, which has kept us really solid financially. But we really want to make decisions that give us missional momentum long-term towards the way that God's been leading us. While we're thankful for God's provision, the truth is we did not plan in our cash flow and our budget for 4 additional months of lease at Good Hope Road by renewing that. And so that's like an extra $40,000. We're like, what do we do here? And just trying to consider then, how do we do this in a way that really honors both our campuses and move forward? And then we did a survey, we listened, and we just learned about the large number of people who filled out the survey who said, I want to come back to an indoor environment where I can be invested into. But we also knew that people said, I need some good options so I can feel good about that, so I can come back to that. So so we think we have a reasonable solution.
Yes, and we spent time praying and discerning really over the last 3 years. We continue to seek God for each next step and found that God is so faithful to kind of point towards a path as we give up our own agenda and say, God, what's your agenda for us? So we believe we have a plan that's going to allow us to build some missional momentum as we move forward, also hang on to our values, and then at the same time, wisely use the resources that God has entrusted to us. And we've decided that we need to think outside the box in this season, even maybe explore some areas that we weren't completely comfortable with, because in this season, there are no perfect solutions when all of the conditions are so imperfect. After considering all of the options, we've chosen to regather both campuses at our Gettysburg Pike campus, so we'll be one church with 2 campuses in one location for a few months this fall until the campus at OBR is finished and we're able to move into that facility. And we're excited about what that's going to enable us to accomplish just for a season as we come back together again in leadership investment, in ministry development, and our ways that we can more strategically be about accomplishing the mission in that season together, while at the same time working to uphold the uniqueness and the relationships within each campus. So we're going to offer some campus-specific services, whether you attend Good Hope Road or Gettysburg Pike, that might help you be shoulder to shoulder with the same people that you're used to connecting with and worshiping with. Of course, anyone will be welcome to attend any service that they would choose to in that season.
So I just want to address our Good Hope Road family, who I miss so much right now. I just think back to our story and remind you a little bit of our story. When we launched that campus with 80 people, kids and everything, we were portable in the basement of a hotel, and sometimes we moved out and went to a school, and sometimes we were other places. And then it was a crazy time when we learned to be flexible, and then we got into the Good Hope Road facility. We've all along learned to be flexible and take leaps of faith. So this solution's not perfect, but I believe this 12 to 16 week time that might feel a little bit sacrificial for some of you who've not used to this facility, it allows us so much opportunity to operate as one church, to equip leaders, to really make this incredible move as Daybreak, to celebrate that relaunch in a beautiful way. There's so many good things that I think are going to happen in this season, and I think God's planned it all along. He knew it was coming. So here's what I want to do. I want to invite every one of you to come to that 11 a.m. service together, to come back together again, to rub shoulders with each other, to bless each other, to serve there so there's familiar faces with each other. We just really want to be a blessing to our whole Daybreak family, but still give you opportunity to rub shoulders. And I can't wait to see you. It doesn't escape me that we will, as an impact on this, not have ever been back to our Good Hope Road facility. And so there has been significant life change there. And we want to give you an opportunity to be a part of just coming back together on Saturday, 8/8 at 9 a.m. to say goodbye. We'll have a time of prayer, say goodbye. And then we're going to gather everything up that we need to move out of that facility. And we're going to move it over to our Orsbridge Road campus and put it in storage and prepare for this incredible reward at the end of this journey when that brand new facility is ready to go and we're ready to welcome our community into it.
Right.
And we're really excited about that. And so we're glad that you're a part of that journey. Now, some of you might have some questions about some of the details. And so Jason's going to cover a lot about how this will work and how the details will work out.
So here's where we're at. Starting on August 9th, we will regather both of our campuses at our Gettysburg Pike campus with 3 different service times. Our 8 a.m. service will be offered indoor only with everyone fully masked. 8 a.m. will not have kidmin, so we'll see those of you with kids at 9:30 or 11. And then at both 9:30 and 11, we will have indoor and outdoor service options. For those worshiping inside, we are recommending moving masks if you're able. What that means is that we're asking you to wear a mask anytime you are moving around our building, because that's when it's really hard to social distance. In both of these indoor services, folks will be singing in the room unmasked. And so if that feels too risky to you, we encourage you to choose the 8 a.m. service or the outdoor services at 9:30 or 11. We specifically want to invite our Gettysburg Pike family to the 8 and 9:30 services and our Good Hope Road family to the 11 a.m. service, but anyone will be welcome at each and every service. For those attending indoor services, at least for the first month, we're asking your family to RSVP each week. RSVPing isn't saving yourself a seat. It's showing honor and love by helping us plan well and allowing you to engage in an environment with appropriate social distance. As a reminder, that environment is one where we've taken out a bunch of seats, spread out the ones that remain, and one in which we're asking you to leave a seat between you and other families that attend. RSVPing will be incredibly important for 3 reasons. First of all, to help us maintain a reduced capacity in our worship centers to ensure appropriate social distancing. Second, to be welcoming to guests by leaving space for them, capping our online registration under our total lowered capacity. And third, to help our KidMin plan for how to best utilize their classrooms and coaches that week. For those attending outdoor services, no need to RSVP, but we do encourage you to start checking Sunday's forecast on Saturday. On weeks where we feel like the weather might not cooperate, by 8 p.m. on Saturday night, we'll post an outdoor service cancellation notice on our website, on social media, and on our church's voicemail message. You'll then have the option of RSVPing for an indoor service where space remains, or taking in the service via live stream. A few other quick logistical items you need to know. Number 1, kids, KidMin volunteers, and hospitality volunteers will be temperature scanned upon arrival. Number 2, our original plan had recommended moving masks for kids. We're now recommending that kids wear masks as much as they're able. If it's too difficult for your child to wear a mask, it's okay. Our KidMin is taking other measures to ensure the safety of our kids. Measures like social distancing as much as possible, cleaning between services, and using separate rooms for separate services as space allows. For kids who will be engaging with discipleship efforts from home, preschool content will now be premiered at 8:30 and elementary content premiered at 9. Number 3, as it relates to some of our hospitality efforts, we'll employ a contactless greeting, and we won't be utilizing a welcome time in the service, much to the delight of the introverts. And number 4, we'll also, at least for a season, be providing grab-and-go coffee and beverage options instead of doing self-serve coffee. As you process all of this, I want to point you back to Romans 12:10, which says, "Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring one another." And Romans 13, where the command, "Love your neighbor as yourself," is found. As we regather, both for those engaging in person and for those who need to continue to engage from home, let's delight in honoring each other, in loving each other, in doing what we can to be a blessing to each other. What an opportunity we have to create unity in the way we live this out. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday, August 9th.